enough now. We don't honk like that here in Naples just because the light turned green 1 second ago. There's a rationale for that. We have learned to practice the 3-second rule. When the light turns green, wait 3 seconds, look both ways to see if anyone is running a red or a yellow light before you proceed. That's how we drive in Naples.
Good morning, I'm Todd Irby, and today I'm here at Nabor. I'm with Marcy, and I'm here to introduce, this is Tim Guerrette. He's retired from the Collier County Sheriff's Department. He's also a realtor here at Nabor, and he's our active shooter training instructor. And we're here to talk about driver safety. So good morning, Tim, welcome.
Good morning, it's great being here.
Tim, it's nice to have you here. Now, you teach active shooter classes at Nabor, right? You just did one?
Yes, I do. We always try to let the realtors and local community know what to look for if there's a potential active shooter.
Well, since you teach that kind of safety, we're going to hope that you can teach us driving safety.
Oh,
How's
goodness,
that?
yes.
Goodness,
Glad
yes.
to try to help any way I can.
Okay, so this whole thing started when a post I saw in Nextdoor said, I'm relatively new to Naples, and I have several questions. The first question is, are red lights and stop signs optional here?
I think so.
That's a real good question, because sometimes when we drive down the road, we see people that are just running red lights, going through stop signs. But the answer in that is no. Okay, we have that octagon with the big letter stop. That means stop. And when it means stop, it means come to a complete stop. Usually I count to a second, 1001, and then go through, make sure it's clear, and then proceed.
Absolutely. All right, this one cracked me up. When you get your license plate in Florida coming from another state, do they automatically go in and disarm your turn signals?
That's a great one. That's a great one. I think there might be a little sensor in there. When you get that license plate put on the back, there might be a little sensor that says, okay, we no longer need to use our signals. But the answer to that is no. Anytime you're turning into a lane, you're really doing it out of a courtesy as well. You're turning into a lane. You're letting people know that you need to move over. It's very important that you do that because you're giving everybody a heads up, not only the people behind you, but the people in front of you.
Right.
And it's very important we use our signals. And for some reason, you're right. When they move down here to Naples, the signals go out the window. And I heard that people use those, you have used that to buy other features on their car besides the signals, right?
Right. Well, what he said was, another response was, well, I think people get a choice of either air-conditioned seats or turn signals, and they've gone for the air-conditioned seats.
In Florida, that makes sense.
Right? Doesn't that make sense?
I do have one question. Speed limits, suggestion or rule of law?
In Naples, you would like to think they are suggestion, right? Because you see a lot of vehicles that are going real fast,
right.
But they are a rule of law. If you see the speed limit that says 45, guess what? We have to do 45 miles an hour because we all know that most people will look at it like, okay, it's 45. Now I can maybe do 55.
Or,
and then it jumps up to 65 or 75.
Right.
So again, it's always one of those things that we really need to make sure we abide by the law. We want to make sure we're good citizens, both in the driving community and within our community itself.
All right. Well, Tim, thank you very much. We appreciate your expertise. Marcy, thank you. And that is our Nabor tip of the day.
A roundabout. Yield left. Yield left. Yield left. Yield left.